Welcome back to Patman Garage. I'm going to show you a quick video here of my truck setup on the daily driver here and what we got going on. So check it out with me here. All right, and this is the Ford version of the swing box. Literally all they do is sell you the exact same box that Undercover sells you, except for they stick a Ford logo on it and they have a Ford part number. But it is a swing box there. This one's starting to sag a little bit here with the weight in it, but it locks into the bedside there. And if you want to undo the swing box, you can pull it out. Now, I added a tow hook from a vehicle. I don't remember what vehicle it came off of. It's just a bolt-on tow hook that I drilled some holes into the swing box bracket. That gives me a tie point, attachment point, because when you do the swing box bracket on the wall plate here, you can't add the tie down cleats on top of that. So the swing box closed here, we have that tie down stick out above it. So if we need to haul something with the ratchet strap, we can do that without putting weight on the box or crushing the box or something goofy there. And there's the factory cleat tie down attachment points way down underneath there. If you don't have that, you can also just hook here on the box bracket, but I don't really like putting stress on stuff that wasn't intended for it. But anyways, that's that setup on that side. This side has the mountain bike on it, and that will actually close, believe it or not. This is a bracket I built myself out of some angle iron, and it is it bolts onto the wall on the factory bolt mounts there. I'll come around and show you that other side. But it allows me to use a locking cleat to lock the bike, which is nice. I guess maybe if I really want to be even higher security, maybe I should replace the hardware at some point with something that's locking. I don't know. Had never thought about that until I'm shooting the video and talking about it. But anyways, and then I also have my front tire bracket that hangs on the tube, or on the main bar of the bike. That is from a company called Steep Grade. I will, if they still exist, I will throw a link in the bottom of the video here, and that just helps keep everything super contained. The nice thing about that is it's taking up space that otherwise would be useless if you were to have a whole rack of bikes. You're not committing any more space than you already have on your pedals there. So that's a pretty slick little setup. All right, so got the tailgate closed, and like I said, it does fit in here. There's just a little bit of wiggle room. If the bike was any longer, it would not fit. But I already have this is a 21-inch mountain bike frame, so this is one of the largest frames you can get height-wise, which also makes it longer. And then I also have the upgraded Fox shock, which added some extra travel here, which also pushed my the frame length longer in relation to that. But anyways, I want to show you the rest of the bracket here. So I have it sandwiched on 3 bolts, picking up 3 different bolts there. And I also chopped off the end of the cleat here, just because of the thickness I have coming off of it. Now, probably could have done something a little bit different, but that's just what I came up with. This is solid cast. This is super, super thick to cut through. But just wanted to kind of show you how that setup looks on this side. And yeah, and then we have the backflip. This is the F1. This is the fiberglass version. This thing is ridiculously heavy for what it is, but I wanted to be able to have something that was a little bit more hail resistant. And it is wearing okay. There's some kind of sun fading here. This is now 6 years old, and it looks like it's starting to rain. So I'm gonna get the bike out of the truck before it starts raining, get it hung up back up in the garage. But anyways, quick walkthrough of the daily truck and what it looks like as far as how it's set up. But appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you in the next one. And then here's how the front tire bracket works. So there's just a Velcro strap that holds it to the frame. They give you a nice little rubbery foam mat here to help keep you from scratching up your main tube on your bike. And then when you install it down on your main tube, you want to put the long end past the frame, or in on the other side of the frame. Then when you put your tire on, you slide it in and then slide it down. And then the other nice thing is it also, you kind of almost have to do that ahead of time, because depending on how you have this, how big your head tube is, you might run into clearance issues there, but also makes the tire a little bit more secure as well, but or at least less likely to come out. But then once you get it in here, then you can just tighten it down on your quick releases. So that's the short and sweet here.